In this video, I'm going to create a function in C for counting the number of times that a character occurs in a string. So first we'll make a test string. I'll say car test is equal to, this is my test string. And the first thing I'm going to do is actually include string.h. String.h is a library that comes with C, and it includes a function called strlen, or string length, that allows us to find the length of a string. And it's going to be helpful when we go to write this function. So here I'll say int count car, and I'll say car star s and car c. So this function, count car, is going to return the number of times that the character c occurs in the string s. So we'll provide a definition of the function down here. And the way this function is going to work is we're going to get the length of the string, and we'll use that length to write a loop that's going to examine each character in the string, from the start of the string to the end of the string. And it's going to keep a running tally of how many times we've encountered character C. So here I'll say int length is equal to strlen s. So we're going to call that string length function with our string s, and it's going to return the number of characters in our string, and we're going to store that into length. Next, we'll create a variable to actually store and keep track of the count itself. So here we'll say int count is equal to 0. And now we'll write the loop that's going to examine each character one at a time in our string. So here I'll say for int I is equal to 0, I is less than length, I plus plus. So this loop is going to use the counter variable I. It's going to go from 0 all the way to, but not including, the length of the string. So it'll stop right here, just before the end of the string. And what we'll do is we'll check each character in the string at the index I to see if it's equal to C. And if it is, we'll increment the count. So if s at I is equal to C, increment the count. So after this loop is run, we'll have tallied up all the times the character occurs in the string. And at this point, we can just return the count. So we'll say here, return count. So now let's try this function out with our test string here. Here I'll say int count s is equal to count car, and I'll pass it the test string and the character s, lowercase s specifically. And then we'll do a printf of the count. So we'll say count s %d/n, and we'll output count s. So if we save this here and run it, we should get what? 1, 2, 3, 4 s's, and we get count s4. So the function does appear to be working correctly. Let's just give it one more test and do a count of the periods in the string. So we'll say int count period is equal to count car test, and then the period character. And then we'll say printf count period %d/n, and we'll output the count period result. And there's only one period in the string, so this should just be 1. So we'll save this and run it, and we get a count period of 1. And so at this point, we can say with confidence that we've written a function in C to count the occurrences of a character in a string. Check out portfoliocourses.com, where we'll help you build a portfolio that will impress employers, including courses to help you develop C programming projects.